Okay, Geetika, thank you so much for supporting this program. It was a pleasure to have you with us.
It's my pleasure indeed.
Geetika, I would like to first of all start by asking, how do you see big data and digital transformation shaping up in Abu Dhabi and in UAE?
Thank you. Well, this region is really happening as per me right now, and digital transformation is really being talked about everywhere. There's so much innovation happening. You might have heard of Dubai Smart City, a lot of initiatives, the unification of the entire identities for the health sector, smart cities being talked about, across. We also had a big launch today with e-governance and all that. So in fact, I think everybody is really talking about digitalization, and this is really the technology disruptor that the region is talking about. So this is a very relevant context for us now. Yeah.
Brilliant. Now, when it comes to Alpha Data and HP, you decided to be a part of this event and support this program. What was your objective in supporting this program?
Sure. So we have a lot of focus in these areas as new pillars of economy. As Alpha Data, as HP, we are focusing on the big data analytics, information management governance, the IoT, and other parts of digital solutions. And for us, it's very important to meet the early adopters of this technology to see what are their thought processes, what's their vision, what's happening in the region, and just kind of drill down into further details and getting nitty-gritties of what's really making sense and how we can convert that into some kind of business at the end of the day. So for us, the real expectation was to meet some of those visionaries, and the guys were actually very keen and making it happen from the senior most stakeholders to the sponsors of those early adopters.
Do you think that objective has been met?
Well, certainly, so far it's been good. The thing is, I wouldn't say it's a mass event. It was a very focused event. It was not, again, a very big audience. It was a small audience, but very relevant. And they knew what they're talking about. And also, they are really the early visionaries and early champions in terms of adopting these technologies. And I think it's a good mix of IT and business as well. So with head of data governance, or with head of information management governance, head of big data analytics, and it's a good mix with data scientists and talking about either Watson or talking about early adoption of big data platforms. And so I believe it's been good so far. Yeah.
Brilliant. If I had to ask you the agenda or the topics that were covered, how do you see the program? What are your thoughts on the program?
Again, as I said, it's been a good mix. So let's see, from yesterday, we had obviously the thought process being shared around the entire data governance side of it. We also had data science being talked about, and all the preconceived notions we had around Hadoop being the only way to go for the unstructured data, but combining that with building some use cases. We had some interesting cases on oil and gas and how it's helping the industry. So very realistic use cases as well. And let me recall, there was one on the innovation and unique identity for the cashless economy. That was also very good, because we are dealing with identities, and I come from India, and there's a lot of digital India wave that's going on, and adopting that here with blockchain coming up and all of that has been, again, a good eye-opener for us. On the other hand, today we also had the launch and for the e-government and the smart city of Abu Dhabi, and the way they look at it is basically not only the early adopters for smart city, but how it's going to really help the citizens in being smart and really leveraging that. And I pretty much like the term they said. They're talking about digitalization, but they're also talking about smartization now. So yeah, these are all good, and they are not buzzwords anymore. I believe there are people adopting it, which is encouraging. And for us, it's really to pick up on those ideas and to kind of convert that into some use cases with customers who really see that their operational efficiency is improving and it's benefiting them in various ways as well. And really, it's being talked about and implemented now.
Brilliant. Geetika, if I had to just conclude by asking you, how was your overall experience, and if you can give us one testimonial about the event?
Sure. Again, it's been good so far. Like I said, the focus has been more in terms of getting the right stakeholders, the right customers, the right visionaries. So it's been a good mix of those attendees and stakeholders. We've had some very niche meetings, and with customers who really talking about getting new ideas. So for us to basically help them in embracing those technologies and helping them in kind of with business solutions, specific business solutions. So far it's been good, but of course we need to pick up more on that. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Geetika. It was a pleasure talking to you, and we're looking forward to working with you again.
Likewise. Thank you. It's been my pleasure. Thank you on behalf of Alpha Data and HPE.